It's all in the head movement. And the body.
Yoshi's Story came out for the Nintendo 64 back in 1998 and is one of the more uncommon 2D games on the 64.
Bad. But you gotta work on your follow-through.
Ready for a tongue lashing? Yoshi's Loose with juicier levels, tastier moves, and dripping with attitude. Yoshi's Story, for the first time on N64.
I think you got
Nintendo.
It was an indirect sequel to Yoshi's Island, which released for the Super Nintendo 3 years prior, except Yoshi's Island is a much more difficult game. Critics slandered Yoshi's Story for being too easy, but you know what else is easy? Being a critic. I got Yoshi's Story back when I was 3 years old, and me and my older sister loved playing this game together. It was our favorite game to play together because I would constantly bug her to help me beat some parts of the levels. The story mode is designed to resemble a storybook. The story of the Yoshis is that the Yoshis used to live in an island with a happy tree, which was apparently their only source of joy. Bowser Jr. then takes the happy tree away from them, so they had to get through 6 levels to get to Bowser Jr. and defeat him to get the happy tree back. The game is extremely replayable as you can unlock new stages to play at, and there's also a score system, so ideally you would want to replay the game over and over to get the highest score. In 2001, Yoshi's Story was anticipated to be ported to the Game Boy Advance, but was ultimately cancelled. A demo of Yoshi's Story Advance exists, and if you really desire to play it on the GBA, the demo exists in GBA cartridges thanks to people who were so bored that they dumped the demo into a blank GBA cart. But I wouldn't advise actually purchasing one as you can only play the first level, so buying it would really only serve as novelty value. You're able to choose from a variety of different Yoshis, all different colors. One time when I was 5 years old and I was selecting which Yoshi I wanted to be, I wanted my sister to watch me play. She was in a totally different room from the Nintendo 64, so I ran over to her to tell her to come watch me play. I was telling her, "Barbie, look at what I'm doing." And she kept saying, "Yeah, I can see you playing from over there." That was cap. She was in a different room. Every time you die, you lose a Yoshi. In a dramatically depressive cutscene where a fly guy takes Yoshi to Bowser Jr.'s castle where it's imprisoned. This was so sad as a kid, but I don't really care anymore. In order to complete the game, you must pass 6 levels, like I said earlier. You play a level for each page of the book. Treasure Hunt is the very first level that is presented to you in the game. I remember finding the shy guy in this level when I was 4. It shocked me because that was the first secret I ever found in a video game without the help of somebody else playing alongside me. That shy guy had become the highlight of that level for me. Surprise is a similar level to Treasure Hunt. I'm not sure what the surprise is or what constitutes this level as a surprise, but it's there. I played this one a lot when I was a kid, mainly because I liked breaking the blocks and going inside the hole I created and pretending it was a trench. In Rail Lift, you maneuver yourself through the levels on clouds and bouncy shit. The background is a pair of jeans. Look at the seagulls. The background in the game looks like they were illustrated by a toddler, yet they're so creative and lighthearted. They're perfect. Yes, they resemble the drawings of a toddler, but that toddler is the child of Da Vinci or Picasso, or perhaps even Beethoven and William Shakespeare. Tower Climb. Let me tell you all about what the flower in Tower Climb means to me. The majority of the time I used to play this game when I was a young child, I was accompanied by my older sister, who would either be playing or ready to help me pass the level whenever I couldn't do it. Whenever I played without my sister, I liked spending my time in the game by this flower. I would make up stories in my head of Yoshi and the flower having conversations. Everyone always told me I have the wildest imaginations. Back when I was a young child, I used to use my imagination so much that I would pretend to do things in video games. I remember always going down the level with the umbrella to get the flower and talk to her. Occasionally, I would leave the flower to go to a different part of the level, but I would always go back to it. These are some of my fondest memories of my early childhood because it felt so relaxing. It was a breath of fresh air. I wasn't trying to beat the game. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. I don't really like Bone Dragon Pit. While the Bone Dragons are fun to fight, the little petals that hurt you are annoying as shit. Fuck this level. In Blarg's Boiler, you have to get through the Blargs. This is the lava level of the game. Every Mario game has a lava level, so it only makes sense that Yoshi games have lava levels too. I enjoy this one a hell of a lot better than Bone Dragon Pit. I actually like this level. Jelly Pipe. I don't like this level. I guess you're in a sewer or something in this one. And what the hell is up with the alternative hipster hip hop beat going on in the background? This is a bad level.
Yoshi. Yoshi. Yoshi.
And if you think I'm not gonna say the same for Torrential Maze, well think again, cause it's the same shit as Jelly Pipe. Disgusting.
Yoshi. Yoshi.
In Cloud Cruising, you ride these flying escalator snakes to progress through the level, which I really enjoy. It's similar to Rail Lift because it has the same background, and honestly I think that this level should be named Rail Lift and vice versa, considering you're going up rails in this one and riding in clouds in the other. Unfortunately, the boss in this level is not so good. I remember when I was 4, I once begged my sister to beat this level for me cause I couldn't. Eventually, she gave in and grabbed the controller and told me that it was too easy, and she beat the boss in seconds. Once I played this boss as an adult, it became apparent to me that this game is meant for small children because this boss is way too easy. All you have to do is eat him. While I love Tower Climb, Tall Tower is the better level. It's spectacular. The music changes to such an upbeat tempo. Jumping up the springs to get to the top of the level is a lot of fun. But then you face the boss, which sucks. The only thing that's challenging about this boss is that he's invisible, except you can clearly see him. You can simply stay in the corner of the level and wait for him to get near, and when he does, you throw an egg at him. Poochie and Nippy. This is such an aesthetically pleasing level. I guess that the surrounding is supposed to be snow, but really it looks like marshmallow or cake batter. I don't even like sweets. It sucks I never played this one as a kid because this is a very good level. I don't even know what the boss in this level is supposed to be, but it's pathetic. Frustrations is a similar level because you're also in the snow. The boss in this level is no better than the ones in the other levels. All you have to do is throw eggs at him. Jungle Hut is my favorite level in the game. It's the one I played the most as a kid. I love going into the huts. I remember when I was a kid, every time the bees would form a wall to prevent me from passing, I would wonder how the heck those bees are stopping me from going through. Plus, I really like the music. Jungle Puddles is a good stage. I like what the composers did with the music. They added monkey noises since you're in a jungle. It's a good level until you get to the huge fish. If they touch you, you're done. Piranha Grove is one of the difficult levels in this game. It's so irritating because the piranha plants are a pain in the ass. And Jesus Christ, this rap beat is so lame. Neuron Jungle's okay. It's similar to the jungle puddles, but without the fish. Lotso Jellyfish. Good God, it's a water level. Just like Lotso Fish. Shy Guy Limbo is one of my favorite levels in this game. It's called Shy Guy Limbo because of the Shy Guys. I love the product placement in the background in this level. It says Nintendo. Shy Guy's ship is another great level. I really like the addition of the seagulls in this level because when I was a kid, I really ate this stuff up. I really like the seagulls in the background because they were so classy to draw. I would constantly include them in my drawings in art class back when I was in elementary school. Mecha Castle is pretty similar to the castles in Super Mario World or New Super Mario Bros. Wii when you're about to fight the boss. Nothing special. Lift Castle is similar to Mecha Castle. I like Lift Castle better though because as a toddler, I would go outside the castle and use the umbrella to float down to the flower so I could talk to it just like in Tower Climb. This was me taking a break before fighting the final boss. Ghost Castle is so lame. Who wants to play this level? No one. It's just like the Ghost Mansions in Super Mario World and New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Terrible. Magma Castle is a mix between a castle and a lava level. Riding the dragon is pretty cool though. The best part about this game is when Yoshi's on Molly. Trial mode is where you go to play levels specifically and you can see the top 5 high scores recorded in trial mode. Even though I see high scores as a reason to replay a game over and over, I've beat this game over 50 times and I never try to get the high score. I do in other games like Star Fox 64, but Yoshi's Story, I really couldn't care less about my score. I really only play this game for nostalgia. I vividly remember being 4 years old and beating it with my older sister dozens of times. Yoshi's Story is such a beautifully crafted game. It's so early childhood, like when I first got this game. The environments in this game look so handcrafted that it reminds me of the environments around me when I was in a class back in preschool and kindergarten. And I cherish that time period because that was back when the most relevant console in my household was the Nintendo 64. So that pre-childhood feeling that this game gives, I really like it.